All right. Shalom Yashala. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. Waharakakwadash Brakatham. I like to give double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Akyam pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Akwath out there listening. What I like to get into, I have here on my screen a young lady who looks like she could be Eve, according to the spirit of, it is what it is. But I will say this, everyone's feeling it, from your young Americans to your old Americans, young Jake to old Jake. Everything isn't, peaches and cream now. Everything is settling to the point of like, damn, like it's really bad. And it's gonna continue to get bad out here. You dig what I'm saying? But I'm gonna let the excerpt of this clip play because a huge portion of Americans share this sentiment right here.
I'm fucking stressed out! I'm fucking stressed! We should not be working like this. I work my ass off and I can't even fucking pay bills, bro. And they always say don't compare yourself to others, but I see people going to Coachella and fucking buying all types of shit, just pointless fuck you money, and I'm over here can't even fucking pay my fucking rent, bro.
Hey man, those are times that we're in, and guess what? It's gonna be more record buttons being hit on these cell phones until other decrees are put in place, from E. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Now, you think if Israelites, first and foremost, you think if Yahweh Shah HaMashiach was ruling right now, think that young lady be crying? No. Which further proves, man, this is not our rest, man. Okay? And matter of fact, it's a reminder, these videos are always a perfect reminder for Jake, because you're going to get pissed. You're going to get hit with a bill like, where the hell did this come from? Or, damn, I forgot I had this, or some unfortunate new expense, right? That's going to happen. We're in this flesh, we're in captivity, right? This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. But these people spiritually aren't, prepared for that, man. A lot of these people just trying to, trying to get from point A to point B. But you know what? Yahweh Bashim Yashah is going to throw a monkey wrench in that due to the simple fact that there's no acknowledgement of him and the things that's going on, which the acknowledgement has always been in front of y'all face. And that acknowledgement has been what? Men of the Lord, men on the highways and byways, YouTube videos, okay, lives, quick hits, sit downs, whatever, street teaching or what have you. All that has been in the midst, so there's really no excuse, but we will continue to see more of what that young lady was doing though. Okay. But, these people, they think everything is going to go back to normal, which is not, man. Okay, this is back in Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, right? If Yahweh Shah HaMashiach was ruling, if Yasharallah was ruling right now, that video would be an afterthought. That wouldn't even exist. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? If you're in the part of if you're in the greatest country of the world or the freest, you would think you think you'd be living it up. Well, hey, guess what? That was the facade. Okay, that was which further explains Babylon, which we know what Babylon to be means what? Confusion, right? Because think about a heathen from another nation. You know, they all what? They always came over here on the whole American dream spill as well. America's been the greatest the greatest salesman and has had the greatest sales pitch. Only in America, right? Made in America, right? We see what America's making of the people, man. Making these, people lose their shit. Okay, let me read that last part again. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And was that not what that young lady was doing? She didn't look like she was rejoicing to me. This is Haggai chapter 1, verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, yea, clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. And she doesn't get that, and it's pure frustration, which her frustration is understood. But guess what? That's about to be a vast majority of these people here, man. Everybody took the hook, line, sinker. Everybody fell for the American dream, and now people are doomed. Okay, it's never enough. Basically, what she was saying. Even though we know, hey, we're grateful to, make our daily bread and have a roof over our head to and fro. Hey, the Lord blessed us being able to be able-bodied to get out here and, get some daily bread, bless us to where, we could have daily transportation and whatnot, right? But these people aren't thinking like that, man. These people thinking, hey, I'm not trying to go to no damn shelter or be out here on the streets. Which, hey, guess what? There's going to be a lot of people's option now. Okay? This is the new wave. So this new wave is going to be very unfavorable, man. To you Jakes, especially 2/3 of our people. Okay? The young lady said something that caught my ear. Oh, Salaki, I believe it was Galatians. Salaki, bear with me, Baba Kusha. There we go. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 4. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone and not in another. And that's referencing to what she says. She's seeing everybody else do this and so forth. So she's, and that's messing with a lot of people's heads too. You open up that Instagram app or Facebook app, Threads or TikTok. You see people, renting out these Airbnbs or renting these luxurious cars or just doing promo stuff, and it's really triggering people, at their core, because people are feeling what? They're not enough. You got women, they feeling they not beautiful enough. You got young men out here feeling they ain't getting enough bread or enough recognition, and people losing their minds. And that's why I got that scripture earlier. Hey, arise and depart, for this is not, this is not your rest, man. And Jake just really want to just be somebody here, but hey, no, the Lord has other plans, man. The Lord is bringing this place down. Okay, you either gonna be on the right side of history or the wrong side of history. Okay, point blank, period. But that's all I have on this. And Abaratazah, this has been edifying for the body. So with that, once again, call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Waharakak Wadash Brakathum. Once again, I'd like to give Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Salutations to the select number of Achaeon, pushing his truth and sincerity in four corners of the round earth. And salutations to the select number of Aqua that listening. Shalom.